everyone! My family has built an expensive car dealership where we sell diamond cars. There is a huge parking lot here. Everyone can come and buy a suitable car for themselves. My car dealership is the best.
Yep, my family built a car spare parts store. I'll make a lot more money. Maybe it's not as rich on the outside as yours. Cars are constantly breaking down and they need parts for repair. My family and I will make the best business. The battle of two stores is starting now.
I can see that Mikey is really determined to sell a lot of cars, but we won't let that happen. Family, so now let's start our sales. Customers will come soon and want to buy a brand new car. The most important thing right now is to focus on work and never get distracted, because this is very important for our business. The wife will sit at the cash register and the son will help the seller. The first customer came to us. Hi.
Oh, I have a lot of money and I would like to choose the right car for myself. Could you please tell me about the sports car that is in your parking lot?
This is the best car you can buy because it is very fast and reliable. Therefore, let's run into the building faster and make our first deal. Pay at the checkout and you can leave. I am sure that you will be satisfied with our services.
Oh, thank you so much for recommending this car to me. I am now ready to pay as much as you say. Just give me the keys and I'll go. How nice it is to be inside the building. Everything is so beautiful and expensive.
Thank you for your purchase. Take the keys. See you soon. We were glad to see you. If you get the chance, tell the whole village that our showroom sells the best cars.
Woohoo! I am very glad that our first customer was satisfied and will now drive his expensive diamond sports car. There are very few such cars, and it will be the only one in the village. Therefore, now I will carefully observe what he will do. I can see that it accelerates very fast. I sold my first car. It's so much fun to be a salesperson because only satisfied customers leave us. I'm watching him check the car now, and it really fulfills all the requirements that our customer needed. He gets a lot of pleasure from what is happening. I'm very interested in how my competitor Mikey's sales are going right now. I'm sure he really wants to sell the car too, but somehow it's all suspicious. It seems to me that he's been following me for a long time. We need to take a closer look at his car dealership.
I saw that JJ sold the first car. I'm very upset right now. We need to come up with a plan to increase sales.
Mikey is saying something under his breath and I couldn't hear him. But he doesn't just keep an eye on what's going on in my showroom for a long time. I will try not to get distracted now and check what profit is after the sale of the first car. I need to keep a close eye on the money that comes into our cash register.
Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. I counted and put a large amount of money in the safe. They'll be safe there, and you can rest for now.
Something is wrong here. I feel someone next to us. We need to look around carefully now. Maybe Mikey is trying to get to me. Huh? What? I can see some strange footsteps right now, but there's no one there. I don't understand how this is possible. I guessed it.
Uh-oh.
Mikey became invisible and came to my car dealership. We need to catch him urgently because he will try to escape from me, but I won't let him do it. Mikey, I know it's you. Now I can tell where you're going by your steps. You can't hide from me anyway. Oops.
You can't catch up with me anyway because I'm invisible and much faster. I can hide anywhere I want and you won't see me anyway. Now you're going to think all the time that I'm inside your dealership and doing some bad things.
I've lost sight of Mikey now. I don't understand where he is now. I won't get distracted. I have a new client now. I don't want my business to be ruined because of Mikey's dirty tricks. Hi.
Huh?
I came to your car dealership because I liked one very beautiful car. Could you please show it to me? Because I've never seen anything like it in the village. The most important thing for me is to find out what its price is and whether this car is available.
Of course I'm free. You can run to the cash register and pay. But for now, I'm always on the street. We need to check the security of our showroom because I have a suspicion that Mikey is still around. I'm waiting for the customer to come back here to receive the money.
I paid and they gave me the keys. Now can I get in the car and drive? It's very interesting how fast it can accelerate.
Oh, a new client bought a car from me. This is a very good deal. Thank you so much for choosing our company. Now you can ride around the village and do whatever you want because this car is now completely yours. I am very glad that my clients leave very good reviews.
I'm so glad that I turned to this car dealership because the car looks incredibly cool from the outside. Now I'm getting in it and I'm going to see what speeds I can achieve.
The client has now decided to try out the car and go home. I'll watch from the side as he drives along the road. Oh no! Something happened to the car because it started going in different directions and it seems to have punctured the wheels. I don't understand how this is possible because I've checked everything well here. It was Mikey who scattered a huge number of spikes. Customer, please forgive me.
You're doing this on purpose to earn even more money. Because I punctured the wheels on the car, I don't want to pick it up. Return all the money, otherwise I will write a very bad review. This is a disgusting company that treats customers badly.
Oh, just please don't swear. I will refund all the money and you can restore the wheels. If you just have to leave, then I understand. Now I've lost my good client because Mikey put me up. It can't go on like this anymore, so now I'm starting to make drastic decisions. I'll connect to the security cameras. I'm sure Mikey definitely doesn't know about this and I'll catch him off guard, so now I'm going to run outside and see what the surveillance camera has recorded during this time. I want to find out how he managed to take off such a huge number of spikes. Now all I have to do is connect to the camera and watch. I hope I see Mikey and I can punish him for this. Let's see which image I get. I need to run into a car dealership now so that no one can see me from the outside. I will definitely find out the whole truth, and after that I will figure out how to fix everything.
I'm out on the street now for a reason, because I want to ruin my rival's sales. That's why I'm going to drink the invisibility potion as soon as possible. After that, I'll start spreading as many thorns as possible on this road. I don't have a client coming to me anyway, and that's why they won't break their wheels. The main thing is to do everything unnoticeably and not attract unnecessary attention.
Now it's clear how Mikey was able to pull it all off, but he still doesn't know that I have surveillance cameras that have been recording all this time. Now it's time to run to his side and avenge what happened. I will not tolerate such a bad attitude. Now we just need to wait a bit. Wow, someone came to Mikey's store. I think we should get in the way. Mikey has a store with everything for construction, and a builder came to him to get the blocks. In general, we need to find out what exactly he is buying and then somehow substitute it. If he suddenly doesn't want to buy a tree, then I have a fake one that can then be replaced in his trunk. I think after that, he will just be furious, and anyone can do something with their store. Ho-ho! Right now, I'm running after a fake tree in order to plant a chest for it. After that, I think this builder will just be furious. But after he starts building, of course, and I think after that he will demolish the entire t-shirt store. And after that, in principle, there should be no suspicion of me because I have no direct proof that I did it. Woohoo! Great. So far, everything is going great now. As soon as he goes to his store for the second time, I'll take it and plant it. By the way, I'll show you how this fake tree works, but after I do everything successfully. Now is a great moment to show how this fake tree works. It works in such a way that when you put it up, it doesn't differ from the usual one at all. But as soon as you start interacting, you just go through it, you can say how we proceed. So now we'll look at the reaction of the builder. Huh? That's just how he's already going to start building a house. Now we're painting and we'll see how he does it. I can already imagine how surprised he will be and how he will already start demolishing the entire Mikey store. Ho-ho! He's already very surprised.
I can't understand why this tree is transparent. It turns out that he deceived me and sold me the wrong thing. I'm as angry as possible right now, and to get back at him, I think we need to do something about his store so that he doesn't cheat others anymore.
Oh, as I said, he will be very surprised and angry. Now just look at how he started breaking down his wooden store with an axe very quickly. In fact, it's very funny to watch. I'm very surprised that he believed that he had been deceived. Now, most likely, there will be practically nothing left of his store if he doesn't get it in time. It will stop. Ho-ho! Well, I won't interfere in his business. And while I have time, I'll go to my car store and wait for the next customers who will come to me to buy a new car. But I will still expect something from him.
In fact, this is very logical, and I perfectly understood that JJ set it all up. while my wife is working on the restoration of my store. But at this time, I think you need to go and substitute him as you do. A very good option would be how to substitute him in terms of his road, which is made just for customers who travel to new ones' cars. My wife will look after me there while I'm away from the store. And as a last resort, if someone comes, she will sell him what the customer needs. And at the moment, I plan to make him a puddle of mud instead of his beautiful and smooth asphalt. So now I've just got the right tools to dig out the necessary blocks. And instead of them, there is a lot of dirt on the development so that his client cannot leave. I'll make a wonderful trap. Now I will explain the essence of my trap. It will work so that when his next client buys a car, he immediately wants to drive it and take a ride, and then he falls into this trap of mine with dirt that I built. The bottom line is that he will be very unhappy. Why, there is a puddle of mud in the cool car dealership, and it is impossible to leave from there. After which he will ask for a refund for the car, and then he will need to get this car, which is not a very easy task. Woohoo! Therefore, because of this moment, when Sprouts decided to make this trap for him, I started making it in a place where it would not be very visible, just so that he would not notice it. Namely, the one who had already bought a car would also drive so that I would not see and just fall into this trap. I think it's basically very good. And in order to set up his clients, that's why now we need to do it as quickly as possible, because you never know now someone is already buying a car from him there and I won't have time to do it. And in fact, it will be pointless. I also made it a little wider so that someone got in and didn't have time to taxi. But it definitely won't work there because they drive at high speeds here.
Ho-ho! Good afternoon. Have you chosen a car yet?
Yes, I've already chosen a car. This option suits me better, so I'm probably buying it.
Ho-ho! Give me the required amount of how much this car costs, and in principle, you can pick it up and leave here. Congratulations on your purchase. If there is a warranty on it, and you can come here for service at any time. Ho-ho! Here's another car sold and already leaving with another owner, so I still have a lot of cars that can be sold. Uh-oh. Where did this puddle of mud come from? Now I think the client will be very unhappy.
I can't understand that you have a very elite car dealership going on here. But for some reason you have a huge puddle in the middle of the road here. It's really not the case. I don't really need this car anymore. You're giving me my money back.
Wait. Don't shout. I can offer you another car instead, which will be much more practical and especially for such puddles of mud. Send me, I'll show you. You'll pass, and if everything is fine, you can leave safely in it. And leave this car, we will take it out, and if you need it later, we will wash it and you will take it away. Ho-ho!
Well, I really like your offer, so I hope this car will definitely go everywhere, and I won't have to return it again if something goes wrong. And I didn't give the worst rating to your car dealership.
Woohoo! Then take this car as soon as possible and go check. If everything is suddenly fine, then you can keep it for yourself. Ho-ho! Let's see if she can drive through the mud.
This car has such huge wheels. It's starting to get more interesting to me every second than the one I bought before. And now I hope it will pass.
Just don't accelerate too much now. My wife will remove that stuck car, and after that, you can safely check and make sure that this car is passable. I see this car is stuck very well, but it's okay. We'll wash it and sell it later. Ho-ho! Well, now I think you can safely come test this car in this mud.
Well, now I'm going to drive through the same place and see how she gets through this mud.
Ho-ho! What I'm saying is that this car is very passable because it has very large wheels and it's much more powerful, so this dirt is generally a small thing for it, so I think the customer liked everything. Huh?
To be honest, I liked everything, and I no longer hold any grudge against you. On the contrary, I want to pay you even more.
Ho-ho! Well, great. Here's another pretty client who left in a car. Most likely the one he always dreamed of, but now we need to deal with this soul. Of course, I know who made it anyway. It just couldn't form here, so it's probably Mikey's doing. But he still thought he was setting me up. And the client will leave me as it happened with him, but everything happened just the opposite. I decided on time, offered a much better car, and therefore everything is fine. And now I think he needs to take revenge somehow, and there I also helped him with a lighter. Soon there will be nothing left of his store. Oh, to do this, as I said, I have a lighter. I'll do it very simply. I'll set fire to his entire store and we'll just see how quickly it burns because we all know very well that wood burns very well. Oh, I think it's enough for everything to burn down quickly.
Ah! Oh no! My whole store is on fire! I urgently need firefighters!
Oh, well, that's just the firefighters. Now let's see how they will help him.
Unfortunately, we don't have a car to put it out.
Oh, send for me soon. I have a fire truck that you can rent from me and go put out his store.
Thanks a lot. Now I'll give you the rent money. Then as soon as we put everything out, I'll put it back here.
There's nothing to worry about. Go put out his store soon so that at least something remains of him. Oh, in fact, it's very cool. I think I also made very good money from it. Let's see how they will put out. But I can only say one thing. Even from here, it is already clear that there is practically nothing left of his house. At least the entire roof burned down, so even if they put it out, it will take a lot of time to restore it. Well, let's go for a ride. I'll go home for now and put all my money that I earned. Huh? By the way, besides the fact that it takes a lot of time to recover, it will also take a lot of money. But as a last resort, if he comes to me and asks for help, I will definitely help him with this. I'm JJ, and today we had a battle with Mikey, in which I earned a lot of money, as well as a cool car dealership. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.